Today is... Today is the day that we learned that the almighty Kermit the Frog, he's dead. The once insulting, clever, little crazy GTA role-playing game frog guy, he's gone. We learned that some crazy lady named Grace destroyed, cooked, and ate Kermit. And then afterwards, hours later, she put him in the toilet, and he got flushed into the sewer. We found out that this crazy lady ate our almighty friend that everybody either loved or hated. Kermit always had some funny things to say. He always had the best of things. If you guys do not know who I am, my name is Reverend John. Kermit is gone. Our four-legged friend up on the roof probably has some things to say.
Kermit could rot in hell! He can die! Stupid frog!
Well, I guess she didn't really have anything nice to say.
He's my husband and he's an ungrateful great! He's a pile of garbage!
Well, I guess that wasn't what we wanted, but knowing that Kermit is gone in the big blue yonder, or is he down in the flaming box of fire with the funny red-headed horn guy? I cannot bear to witness the loss of mighty friend of Kermit the Frog. The once crazy, chaotic little green guy that everybody loved and laughed. I cannot believe he is gone. All thanks to a menace. A menace of a woman that pushed him out and into the toilet and flushed down to the sewer, where the almighty gator ate him of what's left of the frog. Kermit Jr. and Kermit, do you have anything to say?
Daddy can burn! Nobody cares about Daddy! Yeah, Daddy sucks! Daddy sucks at all! He was never a good father, that ungrateful great! Yeah, tell him, Kermit!
Well, that was very sad, but was not what we expected. Do you have anything to say, Dylan Walker?
Kermit sucked. He smelled. He didn't have anything nice to say.
Am I the only one sad? Or was the frog not treated right? What about you, German Shrek?
Kermit used to give me back rubs, and every time we shared the hot tub I fart. It was the greatest moment. He even rubbed my head a time or two.
Kermit sure has some weird friends.
Damn right he had some weird friends!
Well, that's kind of sad. Dear folks, and dearly beloved, today we've learned that an almighty loss that we suffered. May we never forget that Kermit the Frog had a special place in everyone's hearts and minds. Please, let us all stay together and say one last prayer. Kermit, wherever you are, please, my friend, remind us of who you are and a great person. Please, Kermit, we will never forget your GTA ways and craziness and your friends that hate you. We will never forget you, Kermit the Frog. We can hear your voice now.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. GTA Mobile's my life. Screw my wife. I'm going home. See you later, bungholes. Woo!
Thank you, Kermit, for everything. This is Reverend John. Please, say your prayers and say thank you and all your favorite moments of Kermit in the chat. We will see you guys next time. Reverend John, out. Here lies the legend of an almighty frog.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Charlie Bennett here, but this is quite an interesting predicament. This one's gonna be a shocker to all of you guys. You guys know about our two-legged green little frog guy, right? Well, apparently Kermit faked his death. That was not Kermit at all that Grace ate. Sadly, that was not Kermit the Frog. That was sadly some frog named Benjamin. Apparently, that looked just like Kermit's half brother, and they look very, very much similar. Now, what I find very funny is, as soon as Kermit faked his death, he thought it was a good idea to go and steal a TV at the Home Depot. Cameras caught their frog breaking and entering in the store premises. While caught on camera, even though on the signs it says, "Remember to smile, we're recording you." And the frog was caught stealing a TV from the store. I'm in all disbelief at this, but that damn frog stole the TV. Excuse my profanity, but I mean, you'd be in an uproar about this too. Just for Kermit, the crazy maniac menace that had a lot of people hate on his grave, except for his ogre friend. Hey, Kermit Rick. I like it when Kermit rubs my belly and gives me a nice head rub when in the hot tub I fought. Kermit says it makes a nice hot tub. Well, in other news, the German Shrek just wandered his way into the studio. Well, I mean, it's an all-out predicament here, you know. Kermit the Frog comes back from the dead, fakes his death. His half-brother, Benjamin, takes and makes this look so simple after he's dead, and then Kermit comes back, steals a TV at Home Depot, and then this just turns into an absolute stir. I mean, this is like a heist gone wrong, but in a funny way. I mean, I've seen Muppets come to life, but this is taking it to a whole nother level. If you haven't seen that video on YouTube where this guy gets hassled by a bunch of Disney characters as they come out of a white van and start beating people up, this is about as similar as the situation, but the thing is, a TV's involved and they're stealing it. But that's Kermit stealing it, though. I think Kermit has some other accomplices here, but we don't really fully know about the situation. But I'm in all disbelief. I just can't believe it. German Shrek, do you have anything to say about this? Well, I mean, I was hoping Kermit steal the TV, but he told me not to steal the TV. He told me to wait outside of the store, because he said soon he got out, he'd give me a nipple rub. Sir, I don't think that's the thing that the people want to hear. What? Kermit and me have a weird relationship. We're weird. Yeah, you're truly the definition of weird. God, what is wrong with these creatures that this frog has? Miss Piggy, do you have anything?
Well, what the hell? I'm back.
How did this happen? What the... Oh, it's his kids. Hold on. Miss Piggy, do you have anything to say on this?
Well, I'll tell you, I was the one helping steal the TV, but I'm too fat to get in the store. I'll block up every aisle.
Well, that says a lot. What are you? Are you the one that tried to sue Lyft?
I wouldn't want to go that far now.
Well, I'll be damned. Two accomplices here in my studio. The German Shrek and Miss Piggy, but Miss Piggy wouldn't be able to successfully get in and out. It would take her a day or two just to get a TV out of there. Then the German Shrek has a weird fetish. What else do you not expect? And then his children come in here and made me thought that the hoodlum that stole the TV was here. Well, I'll tell you, this is an interesting predicament. Stay tuned for more updates. I'm in an all disbelief. Frog fakes death. Frog steals TV. Can't get any crazier than this, folks. Can't get any crazier. I don't know what else to say, but the wacky stories that go on. My name is Charlie Bennett. I'm in disbelief, but I hope you guys enjoyed this little thing here. I'll be back to give you more updates on the stories of this crazy frog and his madness. For now, I will catch you guys later, and thank you for tuning in. Stay for more updates coming soon. Charlie Bennett out.
This is story time with the one, the only, Dylan Walker. Today, this is a story about Kermit the Frog describing the inside of Oscar the Grouch's trash can. Here is your host, Kermit the Frog.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. I am hanging out with Oscar the Grouch. And, this is his so-called home. This place is kind of small. I don't know how he stays in this place. There's no living room, no kitchen, no toilet, no living spaces. It's just a circle and with just some walls and a lid. It's not really spacey in here. I can tell you. I'm stuck in here with this guy. He can't talk right now. I shoved a fork in his throat and he can't talk. This is not the place I was expecting to be. It was kind of scary, man. It's scary. I don't like it at all. I probably should move out because we're kind of stuck in an alleyway. I probably should go get a job and get a new house. This is scary. I don't think living with this guy was a good idea. He yells too much. He sleeps too loud. And we're up against each other. Inside this tiny can. Scary. I can't stay here. I gotta go. I gotta call Miss Piggy and have her mother move us in so we can get out of here. Oh, man, I hate it in here. I'm out. See you later, you crazy old grump. You green-eyed freak. I'm out. Kermit the Frog can't stay in this place. Kermit the Frog is gone.
And that is the inside description of Oscar the Grouch's trash can with Kermit the Frog. Thank you for listening.
This is the story of Kermit, the frog meeting Miss Piggy for the first time. They met back in 1968, where times were simple and not a whole lot of technology. But people were living their lives and living it simple. It was a simple day. Kermit was running a shift at Winn-Dixie, putting up canned goods on the shelf, as he was driving a 1967 Plymouth Barracuda. Who would have figured a frog can drive a car? Kermit was the cool cat back in the day, trying to impress all the ladies in that classic hot ride. Kermit did everything he could to win every woman's heart, but when he saw that little pig lady, it was an automatic fall in love at first sight. Trust me, that frog knew something that us people would never thought the animal species. A pig and a frog, right? Make it make sense, the craziest story that anybody could figure a frog and a pig together. Trust me, Kermit working on a grocery store, driving a classic car, doing everything he could to pull every woman, that sounds like classic Kermit.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here on the search for our friend Dylan Walker. I'm out here fighting this weather, man. The ocean is crazy. Man, we're getting rained down hard here. Let's hope we find our friend. There you are. I knew I'd find you out here. Let's get out of here. Yeah, hi, my hero. Hi-ho. This is Kermit the Frog, and we are sailing on sea with our current captain, the one and only Captain Walker, the man that fights with too much drinking, gets lost at sea too often, and goes on magical adventures and goes into fighting.
This is the captain of the mischief crew. My name is Captain Walker. As the wee captain, I get lost at sea quite often and like to adventure and fight. I have a mischief crew that is known with the vampire and the werewolf. And then, of course, I've got this pesky drunken frog. We're going to get lost at sea, like I've always been. I'm a wee drunk braggart, but I know how to fight against the wee monsters that are out at sea. I am constantly out here fighting for my life. But as the captain of the Captain's Mischief crew, I got to consistently keep myself going without causing any chaos. What do you say about that one, Kermit?
Kermit the Frog is always on an adventure, but for us two to be gambling together on this crazy voyage out at sea while we got tons of mead and skooma?
As the captain of the Mischief crew, skooma is the best thing in Skyrim. It is where the best drugs are in Skyrim. You get the skooma, and you get a nice dose of sleeping tree sap. It is the best when you buy it from the Khajiit.
The Khajiit are always the crazy ones with the freaking cats that come from the winter world, or wherever the heck they come from.
No, they come from the desert, my wee friend. They come from the desert. They like the dry and crazy weather over there. But over here, we're gonna get lost and see where we go since we set sail off the coast of Tamriel and leave Skyrim for a while. I'm going to have Aola, my werewolf, and Sorana, my vampire, come along with us on our wee adventure. We're going to set sail and see where we go.
This is always crazy, I swear. Every time we set sail on these voyages, we're always going out and getting lost somewhere or another.
Always the captain of the Mischief crew. You'll never know where we go. We could end up on an island with some treasure.
Or we'll end up drunk and forget where we even went. And forgot we even had a party.
Oh, don't worry, Kermit. There is always a party.
A party? What kind of party?
A party where the Mischief crew and the Mischief captain get lost and drink tons of skooma. And drink a lot of mead.
Man, you drank too much skooma.
I drink way more skooma than you do in a week, frog. Don't try me or you'll be wee frog legs on wee shambling ship down in Davy Jones' locker, you stupid bugger. Do not try this against the Scottish psychopath. I am a drunk braggart, but when we get lost at a great time. It's always a great time when you fight and cherish the great wee way of the sea. I always like the little sea shanty.
Shut up! I don't want to hear some stupid songs. We're supposed to be out here looking for treasure and finding islands and selling. Because we got gold to go find.
Oh yeah, the wee money we've got is the blooms, and we got tons of gold and treasure. Thanks to our last heist at the ships. We're heading off to wherever we can go. All the way around the ship and we're going to get lost.
Cause the Kermit the Frog is not the captain.
And I am the captain of the Mischief crew.
We're going to get lost together and see where we set sail on the ocean as the wind blows our boat. As the wind blows our sails, we're heading off to some mystical island that you've never been to before.
We're going off to fight some crazy Haitians. Or are we going to fight some Nords or some Khajiit?
We're off to another magical world and see where we go and find. As we're off to the great ocean ways.
As you're traveling with the great captain of the Mischief crew.
Yeah! Let's go!
That is the way it goes. So, where are we heading?
We're going to the Bloom Island.
Ah, the wee treasury place. I like it when we find wee treasure. The greatest treasure is the best treasure. I hope we find some pirates to fight. I love fighting pirates.
Could you imagine if my old sword arm can still swing?
You couldn't pick up a blade, Throg. You would cut your arm off trying to pick up wee blade. Let the captain and the three handle it. We got it. We got the werewolf and we got the vampire.
Set sails! Land ho!
There we land. Oh, smart thinking, Kermit. Let's get going. Let's get ready to hop off and start fighting. I see a couple idiots down at there. They're drunk. I think this will be an easy fight.
We made land! Yeah!
Let's get them.
Hi-ho, hi-ho! This is Kermit the Frog. Man, it's been a minute since I've done one of these stories. But today is a story that I didn't figure I was going to tell, but this is sadly one of my worst days I've ever had in my life, man. Besides playing GTA Mobile and griefing people in the map and destroying the server and then getting the server owners mad at me, it's nothing out of the ordinary when it comes to my days. But let me tell you about today. So, This was just one of the most peaceful kind of days. I was hoping as soon as I wake up out of bed, go make my coffee, and I get ready to go brush my old froggy teeth and clean myself up in a nice little warm shower. All of a sudden, we get a knock at the door. A knock at the door. Oh, by the way, it's also my birthday. So while this was going down, so I got a knock at the door. It was an Amazon package. It was probably a birthday gift for me from Miss Piggy. It was going all good. It seemed all smooth. It seemed all good, but you guys won't believe this. I actually pranked Miss Piggy a week before my birthday. What I ended up doing was I ended up having the dog run around and tear her pillows. Our little 3-pound chihuahua named Sparkles. He's a little stinker, but he gets in everything he's not supposed to. That dog gets into every little thing. In her shoes, into her pillows, into her bed, and roll around, get it all hairy. And then, of course, he hides under the bed every time he gets yelled at. But when that dog just keeps running around, he keeps causing so much trouble. Let me tell you, that dog is the worst dog anybody has ever seen. Sparkles is a little no-good miscreant. Even though for a male chihuahua, it wants to keep getting into everything. And plus, it's also been trouble about going outside and barking at the door when the mailman's around. It's constant yapping and barking and scaring away people from the door thinking there's a big dog with some serious attitude, but it's just a little 3-pound chihuahua. Freaking Sparkles. As all the craziness was going down, it was my birthday, and I was expecting a lot of gifts. And I was expecting a lot of praise from my family, Kermit Jr., Kermit, Miss Piggy, and then, of course, some gifts, a leak waiter for myself that I ordered on Amazon. Nobody knew about. Sadly, I won't tell you what I got myself. That would be kind of exposing my secret. So, as the day was going all smooth in the morning, coffee, got a shower, cleaned up, took care of the little stupid dog accident, and got the mail from outside that was out the door. And then as soon as all that was going quite well, let me tell you, this was a very bad disaster. Here comes the rumbling and tumbling of my wife. Kermit! I need you to come give me my shoes! And I need to get off the roof and get my shower because our family's coming over. Oh, I didn't mention that our family's coming over. But the thing is, they're going to be coming in 10 hours later. They're driving 10 hours all the way from, let's see, Oh, yes! They were driving from North Dakota all the way to Oklahoma. We're currently living in Oklahoma City. They're taking a long way to get here, but let me tell you, when they get here the next day, it's a disaster. I'm not including that either. I don't want to tell how bad that day was. We're just going to stick to the day that all this mess was going on. So yeah, as soon as Miss Piggy rolled over, I won my breakfast! You better have coffee! Yeah, as soon as she smelled coffee and as soon as she rolled out of bed, it was an absolutely terrible feeling I've ever had. Kermit, I know you made me breakfast! And as soon as she said all that chaos, the whole kitchen and the whole house started moving. The roof was beginning to shake, and while she was outside, the window was open while I was making freaking pancakes and eggs. She smelled and she's like, "Oh, Kermit, breakfast smells so delicious. I hope you need enough for me." Oh God, it was one of the scariest things in my whole life. It's like Peggy's mother came over. It's just like one day, you're watching one show. It takes a whole day just to see the end of another show. My God, I married a large woman. Half whale, half pig. That is the disturbing part of my life. And luckily, she sleeps on the roof. Because Kermit needs that break. Now, let me tell you. As I all that was going on, Miss Piggy told me to open up the box from Amazon that was sitting on a table that I brought in. And all my kids, really, well, their gifts that they were supposed to come in to me were going to be a week late because of freaking floods. All the dang floods happening in Texas. So I can't really open except the one that is currently here. I grab a knife, I slide that thing open on the tape and open the box up in surprise. And guess what was inside it? Oh yeah. I was very disappointed, but this was revenge for me. After Sparkles tore up her stuff, I opened up a box of rubber, chewy, freaking dog turds as a gift. This was the most ridiculous gift I have ever received. I mean, this was absolutely terrible. They had a smell, they stunk, they looked like terrible, terrible things. They looked like little dogs' faces, but all colored in feces color. Oh, it's disgusting. It's the worst color brown you ever think you'd see. It's terrible. It's terrible. It even had a terrible smell. It looked like a dog's face. Oh my god. Whoever decided to get this as a revenge gift on me was an absolute jerk. But the kids told me who it was, and it was freaking Miss Piggy. My day was so terrible. She put sugar in my gas tank. She freaking sat in the back of my truck and broke it with all her weight. And then she decided to throw a conundrum because she didn't get the shoes she was wanting after I did all those pranks because of the dog. Her new shoes that she spent $130 on from freaking Amazon. Well, guess what? She got her revenge on me with dog turds. This is terrible, man. This was supposed to be my birthday. I didn't even get a cake. You know what I got? A freaking plastic cake. A plastic cake and a plastic silverware. And you know what else I got? The absolute worst gift of them all. Miss Piggy farted so hard and so loud, it scared the neighborhood, it scared the kids, it even scared away our little dog. I think I had the worst day in my life. I don't think I had any good purpose anymore. Because as soon as all that happened, everything was gone except it was just me and Miss Piggy. Except the house moved a few inches. Man, I was kind of scared, man. This was the absolute worst Kermit birthday ever. I cannot believe what happened to poor old me. Ah, man. I don't think there'll ever be a birthday story like this from me again. Let's just remember, folks, don't prank your significant others, or terrible things like this will happen, and you'll have like the worst luck like Kermit the Frog does. And remember, live your life simple and treat your wife with happiness, or you're gonna get crap like this. Kermit the Frog out. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Kermit the Frog is gonna steal the show. Oh man, nobody knows what dick dastardly thing I just done. Kermit the Frog here. Oh boy, you guys have no idea what kind of disaster I just caused. And oh my goodness, I don't think anybody in the county is going to be happy, or I think the whole entire state. Kermit pulled the power in California. But I wasn't alone. I had some accomplices. Kermit the Frog is a menace to society, but I also had some help with my friends.
This is German Strick. Hey, Kermit, I need you to scratch my back and give me a shower.
Hey, yo, chill. Hey, calm down, will ya?
Hey, I helped you unplug the power in California. All I had to do was drive my swamp wagon through the town and hit the 100-something telephone poles, and then attach a C4 to my BMW, and then drive it off into the grid, and it go kaboom, and the people are out power. Only half of California's without power, and I think it's SoCal.
Oh, shut up, you big chucklehead. You know what we did was disasterful. It puts a damper on Gavin Newsom's little run.
Hey, don't be laughing like that. That's embarrassing.
You're making a dunderhead out of yourself.
So how we planned this was it was me, German Shrek, and my kids. Come on, Daddy! Yeah, Daddy! Shut up, Kermit Jr. and Kermit! Even though they didn't want no involvement, I hypnotized them and I made them work for me. I know, it's like, how do you make that work? Well, that's easy. You get a watch and you go, nick, 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 nick. Follow the watch, follow the watch, follow the watch. You're gonna get hypnotized and you're gonna be my minion. Dude, dude, dude. Woohoo! They soaked that up and they followed into my plan. And what they ended up doing was they ran people out of town, convincing them that there was a wild hurricane coming off the Gulf. California people are so gullible. Even my friend Cuckles the nerd ran.
What are you doing, you mean, Key? Aren't you supposed to be playing GTA Mobile, Frog?
Shut up, Cucky. We have work to do.
Why are you being so decisive and disasterful, Key?
Why do you gotta talk like you got a wisp? What the hell's wrong with you? Stop chewing on quarters for a day, unless you want to sound like Danielle Pagoli.
Get me out of that! Out of that!
Shut up! You did that on purpose to make fun of Kermit. You idiot! We have a plan. It's devising and it's so stinking disasterful. There's more to come. Oh, baby. Some of the people thought somebody hit a telephone pole in some of the counties. Well, guess what? In SoCal, there's more than one telephone pole down. You might want to be mad at German Shrek.
Hey, after this, I want to get a drink and have a party afterwards, because this is going to be great. Oh my gosh, I've had a great time in a great dynasty of drinking with my friends, and I get to see Kermit give me a back rub.
And don't bring up the other weird thing. God, you're weird.
What? I'm an ogre. I'm a German ogre. I don't look like my stupid brother, Shrek from the swamp. I live in a much nicer and cleaner swamp as your neighbor.
Well, you're sure weird than the next guy. You need to shut up and let's get this plan going. So here's the next plan. We're going to hit more of the stores. This time we're going to kill the power in the stores.
How are we going to do that?
With an EMP on our phones.
I think you've been playing too much GTA Mobile, Key. Too much. Too much GTA Mobile, Key.
Shut up, cuck! I got this. This is a good idea. Why is everybody mocking my laugh? Cuckles, I'll kick your ass later.
You ain't gonna do nothing to me, Frog. I'll blow you up on GTA Mobile, Key.
Shut up!
Hey, why are we doing this? This is not a good idea. I'm not entirely sure if this is safe or okay.
Hey, no one's gonna stop a frog. No one's gonna stop us. We are undespisably destructive. As my kids are running off into town telling people to run that there's a hurricane coming, what they don't realize is the power's gonna go out. You're so smart, Kermit. Woo! Man, nobody knows what diabolical things that Kermit the Frog is gonna have coming. The power is gonna be out. Stores are gonna have no power. No house is gonna have any power. People are gonna be panicking, stockpiling, running, scared like it's the purge. They better know what's coming.
Kermit? Why is there an enemy air strike incoming?
Oh, great. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? Godzilla! Who summoned him?
Oh, that's real great. Now a monster from the ocean is showing up.
Oh, wait, that's not Godzilla. It's just a chubby guy in a gorilla suit. That looks like a dinosaur, but it's funny looking.
What the heck is that even supposed to mean? We're supposed to be planning more things.
And we will, you big oof. We have a lot of work to do. And this plan is going to be precise and careful. Nobody's going to stop us.
We know we've been all over the place, right?
Yes?
What about Miss Piggy? What does she think about this?
I don't think she cares. I don't think she cares that I snuck out and flew off. My wife's so stupid. She don't know what I'm doing. Kermit, what are we doing? Shut up, Kermit Jr.
What's going on here? It's not supposed to be a good idea, Key. Why are we planning to turn off the power in California when I gotta go back and do my walk with a purpose, okay? I have to stay focused and not worry about being blown up because of the frog, okay?
Well, here's the plan, you stupid idiot. You can play GTA Mobile afterwards, but when we get done, we're gonna scare everyone. This is revenge for blowing me up on GTA Mobile, you freaking SoCal people. You're gonna get it, and you're going down. Oh yeah, I stole one of the Orange County choppers. Do 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 do.
Kermit, what the hell are you doing?
Planning world domination?
Why is the power in California out? Heidi just called me.
Not good. Gotta go!
Kermit, you sniveling idiot. Why did you kill the power in California? And why is there like half a freaking state of California with no power and the grids are down and everybody's in a panic? And why are your kids on TV? And what is up with Cuckles playing GTA Mobile, but he's walking on a purpose, ranting about how the power in California went out because of you?
I can explain. Well, this kind of goes back to where I was playing GTA Mobile, and a lot of people in SoCal were insulting me and telling me I needed to get griefed, and they wanted me to die, and they wanted me to get off the server, because the admin gave me too much power, and now I'm getting my revenge for all the trash talking they done to me and blowing up my house, blowing up my car, and sending me stupid missions where I get lost at sea for 8 days and having nothing else to do.
Well, Kermit. Well, what you don't realize is you're on the most wanted list now. After you fake your death, you steal a TV, and then you go on a mighty magical pirate adventure, and then you end up planning some disaster. What is going on with you?
I could probably fix this.
Oh, dear God. Kermit, then you have the disasterful birthday. Frog, you better hope and pray that you can fix all this.
Well, I do have a time machine.
Well, you better hope that time machine can bring everything back before you set all this destruction within 2 days.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, it was ongoing for 2 days. Kermit the Frog was an absolute menace to these people.
Kermit, you better fix this, and you better fix it now before I send in the FBI to hunt you down.
No! Okay, I'll go fix it. I'm sorry, everybody. Kermit goes to fix it. Okay, I'm gonna set the time machine back to 2 days. Okay, 2 days. Let's go. SoCal seems to be normal. Everything seems to be normal in the news. No calling German Shrek. No calling my kids. Everything seems to be back to normal. Phew! The lesson of the story is, whatever you do, you can't be undone. Unlike this story that Kermit was playing a part in, things can be overdone in stories, but when it comes to real life situations, some things will end up stuck forever, and there's no one doing the damage. Once you do what you do, it's stuck with you forever. So remember, carefully choose your decisions and what you're going to do, and remember, be smart, don't be dumb. And always think smarter, not harder, and don't do things that get you in trouble. And that's a message from Kermit the Frog. Remember, guys, think wisely about what you do. Be smart. Don't be dumb. Don't be immature. Try to be responsible and hold yourself accountable in everything you do. Because that's the way the world works. Kermit out.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your narrator, but also storyteller, Dylan Walker. Today we are going to be talking about the story of Kermit the Frog meeting Miss Piggy for the very first time. This story takes back in 1968, where times were simple, slow, and easy. No internet whatsoever, but very little technology at the time too. Kermit the Frog was a real ladies' man. He had a 1967 Plymouth Barracuda. That car was how he got those ladies, but under that hood was a 500 pure horsepower machine that just had such rumbling under that B8. Or is it a B6? Either way, Kermit the Frog didn't care. He knew his car was classic. It had a feel that got those ladies off their feet, but he had one lady in mind, and that was Miss Piggy. that little pig lady. Who would have figured a story about a frog and a pig falling in love together while working at Winn-Dixie's, stacking up canned goods on a shelf? Who would have figured such imagination? Kermit the Frog had his eye on that one lady, and he was going to do everything he could by using his car, or even doing some Evel Knievel type things with his daredevilish ideas in mind. Kermit always had such a way being so sly and slick, but he won her over pretty easy. All he had to do was smooth talk her. After 2 years of dating, they ended up were together after 2 years of a friendship, and they finally ended up together. They were friends with benefits, but when they finally decided to pull that string, they were together and they started doing a real good job in life. Knowing that Kermit and Miss Piggy worked at Winn-Dixie, they stacked up canned goods. Kermit was a real sly dog, but he had a way of pulling in them ladies. But Kermit wanted Miss Piggy. Kermit was the cool cat. He got that cool car and he got the girl. What can you say, ladies and gentlemen? Kermit the Frog was a sly guy, but he was smooth and he knew his ways around things. That was Kermit the Frog for you. What a frog, but what a hero. He got the girl.